I want the truth and nothing but the truth.
Here we go.
Oh, hello there.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm
Yo,
panicking.
Jobber, how do you keep getting into these things?
Oh my god, you noticed! I didn't think you noticed!
Yes!
No way!
Uh-huh.
Nah, what? You noticed?
There we go. Yeah, what back alley deals have you made to sneak into these pitch calls, Joe?
I'll let Jabba explain.
What was it? Like you just before those are my avatars. You're just seeing my true form. No wait, the deathbattle Kickstarter. This is like your fifth time. Dang! No way! Oh heck, no, that's great.
Well, anyway, kick these things off by saying thank you so much for supporting the Kickstarter and helping us bring the show back. It means the world to us, so thank you.
Oh yeah, I've been a big fan for a long time.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Watch this to the beginning, you know? It's awesome.
Yeah.
All
right. Well, yeah, you can go into your pitch however you want. Floor is yours. No expectations or pressure or anything like that.
Yeah.
What the heck are we talking about today? What is this, man?
So you will see in just a second. Job, are you recording?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Just right. Whole thing's
Yes.
being recorded and stuff like that. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
This pitch is being recorded, so sit back, relax, grab a slurm, and look at this hypnotoad. So what does it take to be a captain, a hero? Bravery, courage, compassion, dashing good looks. Well, sadly for these two dumbasses, they have none of that. So today I'm pitching to you, Battleshock, Captain Qwark versus Zapp Brannigan.
Oh my God. Okay.
This is great.
This entire presentation was made by Tranny, someone who does deathbattle track art, and with help from someone else who can't be here at the moment, Chase.
Cool. Shout out to the community.
Yeah. So what are the connections between these two? Well, for starters, they are both egotistical cowards who take credit for other people's accomplishments, who still aren't fired from their jobs somehow, and they lead some of the most unique groups in their universes. The Nimbus and the Q-Force on the Starship Phoenix 2. Now let's go into a little bit of Captain Qwark's background, shall we? His full name is Copernicus Leslie Qwark. Jobber.
It's a powerful name.
Yeah. He was given up for adoption at an early age and raised by monkeys on the planet equivalent of Florida. He was 26 and still in the 9th grade, which would explain two things. One, why he has 8 years of high school theater under his belt, and he uses that in his many disguises that he likes to do across the series, mainly dressing up as women. And a fun little thing here, he made his own kung fu fighting style after taking days of classes called the Crouching Kitten.
All right.
Now, what's Qwark's feats and what he got of his arsenal? Well, for starters, he flushed himself down a toilet to escape maximum security prison. He held his breath in outer space for 6 days straight while clinging to the underside of a spaceship. Or sometimes he can just breathe in space. Even the characters question it. Nobody knows. Oh, but what does it say here? He also became president of a galaxy. How? I have no idea. Now, his weapons include your standard Ratchet and Clank arsenal. Plasma guns, rocket launchers, grenades, flamethrowers, weapons that can control the weather, the Groovatron. But for Qwark specifically, he has the PDA, which is basically Amazon for weapon ammo. One smoke bomb that he bought because he likes spy movies, and the deflector shield, which is basically the sci-fi equivalent of a Mario superstar, which can make him completely invulnerable for 20 seconds. Now, let's give a little bit of background on Zapp. So, he got women banned from the military because he's Zapp. He sung karaoke so bad, he cleared out an entire space station and broke all the glass in it. He named his own learning disorder, and he called it sexlexia. He has a speech impediment. He has a speech impediment where he would say things like champagne. And let's be for real, guys. How are people attracted to this man when he has a girdle that breaks every few hours and a toupee that blows off at the lightest gust of wind?
Mm-hmm.
Now, what's he got that can match the Ratchet and Clank levels of bullshit? Well, for starters, the only real feat you need is he survived death by snoo. But just to be sure we're covering more than that, he survived pregnancy and being reverse Captain America. What do I mean by that? Well, thanks to the comics, we find out that Zapp was originally the strongest, fastest, kindest soldier Duke had ever seen. But thanks to President Nixon wanting to clone Zapp to create a super soldier army, the cloning process failed. It twisted Zapp's DNA 6 ways to Sunday, and over the course of a week, he transformed into the Zapp we know now. Depressing.
I didn't know
Now-
that. What the fuck?
The comics are crazy. Most of Zapp's stuff comes from the comics. So Zapp's standard arsenal includes swords, hard-light batons, jetpacks, laser guns, plasma rifle, the most volatile nuclear weapon in the universe, which are the size of gas station candy bars. But his biggest weapon is the Nimbus, which is probably the only starship in Duke's entire arsenal. Next slide, Jobber.
Alright, gotcha.
Yeah, the Nimbus. It has 2 types of laser turrets. It has a track beam that can pull around continents, can turn invisible, heat-seeking missiles the size of starships. And the universe-to-universe missile, which was described as being able to destroy a large chunk of the universe.
Okay.
We have a trailer as well, made by someone in the community.
Oh, awesome.
Now, what are some of the things I want out of this fight, to be exactly? Well, I want the fight to start very simply. It's a peace meeting between Earth and the Polaris or Solana Galaxy, where they have sent their best diplomat, Captain Qwark and Ratchet and Clank and Zapp and Tiff. The fight can start very easily, because Qwark could just look at Zapp funny, and the fight could start, which happens multiple times. And one thing I do want out of this fight is Qwark will distract Zapp just long enough for him to throw down his one smoke bomb and quickly transform into the lovely Nurse Shannon. And Zapp, being stupid enough to fall for it, because he fell for a disguise called Human, would start hitting on Qwark. And Qwark, so uncomfortable, he would throw down a Goobatron, and then it would just become a dance. Now, another thing that I want out of this fight is I want the fight to just be comedy focused. The track just being about both of them just boasting about their accomplishments.
Oh, the banter would be so good.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the track itself would be a vocal track just about them boasting about their accomplishments. But one line that you want in there to be, it's mating season.
Is Zapp doing karaoke as his part of the track? Is that like...
it could be, yeah. And the thing is, Qwark can sing opera. He sings opera.
Oh, okay.
8 years of theater
About his left butt cheek.
training.
Yeah. Yeah. And I want the death to be the only part of the fight that's actually really epic. And like the camera will pan out to a destroyed New York City, whoever wins, and it will just be like, ah, yes, I have saved the day. As the camera pans out to a destroyed New York City, as the KO sound plays.
Love it.
Great.
And here are some things that the community made for the matchup. It is a very even fight, all things considered. But
I don't know what it is. It's just something about this pitch is making me feel like we have to make it, as if I'm being hypnotized by some sort of, I don't know,
amphibious creature
and strange brown creature. I must be saying.
Yeah. Can you go to the Pokemon cards real quick, Jobber?
Gotcha.
Oh, what is this?
Oh yeah, here's some artwork that Annie made from the Discord. But yeah, so the main reasons why I'm pitching this fight are for a few reasons. One, Ratchet and Clank is my favorite video game franchise of all time. It hasn't been back on the show since season 3. I think that was 2016.
It was a while ago.
And Futurama also hasn't been on the show at all, even though it's still getting seasons.
Yep.
It's been renewed for like an extra 2 seasons for this year and next year. And somebody on the team in one of the ballot benches even said that they wanted to bring Ratchet and Clank back on the show, the franchise itself. I think it might have been DJ, but I couldn't tell because of the weird stuff on that video.
It's all good.
But the main reason why I'm pitching this matchup is to honor Jim Ward. Next slide. Who sadly it was the original voice of Qwark, but he is now unable to voice act due to getting a bad case of COVID and a quickly developing case of Alzheimer's shortly afterwards. If you watched or played anything growing up, 100% he was part of it at some point. And the next slide was my backup pitch in case this one didn't go well. Thank you for your time.
No, this is great. This is so fun. Like I get it immediately.
Go to the last slide real quick.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Goofy space captain banter. Oh, what was that? Thanks for your time. I think you might be the first person to work in a time joke. Out of all of these.
Maybe, yeah.
I think so.
At least for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I am thoroughly hypnotized. I mean, convinced that this is a pretty good idea. No, this is very fun. I do really love it. As soon as I saw what we were doing, it was like, I get it. I think it'd be a very fun idea. I don't know if I've ever seen this one requested before. Maybe
I haven't either, but I have
been.
When you see it, it's obvious. It's perfect.
Yeah. I put this fight on the last ballot benches, and everyone said, "Oh, Qwark just wins." But that's because nobody knows about the Futurama comics.
That's interesting. I didn't know there were.
I didn't know they had comics either. Like,
So,
I love
We would have to dive into that.
The
for
comics
the
were still coming out during the cancellations of Futurama.
Oh, cool.
Amazing. All right. Well, awesome pitch, awesome slideshow. If you want, you can send this presentation to us using the email you've been communicating with. It'll be up in the chat right now.
Yeah.
If you want to, you don't have to, but like that way we could reference it later, especially if we do end up talking about this matchup.
I do have one last thing to say before y'all go.
Sure.
Thank y'all for talking about these incredible stars. Wait, stars? That's the next pitch y'all are going to.
Oh, you know who's up next?
Wait, you know who's up next?
I know who's up next. We coordinated this.
I love it.
Yeah, okay.
Y'all are wild. This is great. But really, honestly, great presentation. Really fun matchup suggestion. Thank you again for all your support and for sharing this with us.
That's all. Yeah.
Well, it's time for us to head off to the stars. So.
Yeah, Jobber, I swear to God, if you're in this next one too, man.
Oh my goodness.
You'll get a bunch of them coming up, so be prepared to see his face again.
That's gonna be a crazy reaction. Like, no way it actually happened.
Yeah. All right.
Later.
We got to run. Have a good one.
Yeah,